Court does call the cases of the people versus Montel Gatlin.
Assistant Public Defender Ben Denowith on behalf of Mr. Gatlin, who is entering the courtroom now. Mr. Gatlin, would you state your name for the record, please?
Montel Gatlin.
Your Honor, at this time, the defense will refer Mr. Gatlin to the Forensic Center for competency. On both cases, I will email the form to the clerk of the court later today.
All right, very good.
Mr. Simpson, what's going on here?
I'm sorry.
What's going on here? In competency?
Well, they've asked for a forensic evaluation. There's not. Well, just Gatlin, just hold on a minute. I can't. When it's requested by counsel, there's really not a lot I can do except to do the referral. Okay.
A forensics on what?
Likely for competency and criminal responsibility.
I'm just saying, what's their reason for trying to even do this just because I was trying to say something?
Well,
What's their reason?
no. I don't. Okay, so I'm not privy by design to all of the conversation that you have with counsel. You have conversations with counsel.
And still state what I wanted to state on record.
And I'm gonna tell you something, Mr. Gatlin. That would I just hold on a second. I don't know that would not only be a wise decision for you to come out and start stating stuff, but would also make me a bit concerned as to whether or not you understand the nature and objects of the proceedings. That is why I stopped it where I did the first time. And you're still in you're still in the same spot. And so your counsel has come out, they've asked for that. I'm going to proceed to their request because they've made the request. So set a competency hearing date for
September
9th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Mr.
Simpson, go ahead. Go ahead.
So you telling me they pushing my next court date all the way to September just because I wanted to come in here and take accountability?
No, I don't know. No,
What's going on?
I don't think you should look at it that way because the two aren't necessarily connected that way. They're not trying to push your case. The problem, Mr. Gatlin, is you're trying to do things that may not be in your best interest.
It's in my best interest.
No, it is not. That is why that is why I stopped the proceedings when I did. It was clear to me that what you were trying to do was not part of the process and may very well be against your interest to just
Take accountability?
It's clear you don't understand how this works.
I'm being charged with some charges, and I was clearly just trying to take accountability for my charges.
And
That's
accountability can happen, but it doesn't mean that you load yourself up with everything that's there, which is what you were trying to do. And hold on, no, hold on. After, when we had Mr. Brown up there and I talked to Mr. Brown and Mr. Childers, Denowith, it's clear that there's an offer of some type.
I don't want to offer.
There's part of the problem. You're trying to, I'm done. Because you're not listening to it. You're just deciding you want to do something your way. I'm trying to explain to you why I'm doing it this way. I'm done. Bond continue.
That was September 5, Your Honor.
No. Nine. Don't you dare leave this building without those orders for me to sign.
Yeah, I was gonna email them to the clerk.
Yeah, you better get them today. I want to sign off on them.
I'll go type it.
I need to have a peaceful summer. All right. Court does call the case, People versus Olivia Ray.
Conrad Soder on behalf of the township.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Aaron Hilgendorf appearing on behalf of Olivia Ray, who's present. State your full name.
Olivia Ray.
Thank you. All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, we're here for an arraignment and a pretrial. For purposes of the arraignment, we have received a copy of the misdemeanor complaint. We went over it. We would waive its formal reading, ask that you enter a not guilty plea on her behalf.
And then having waived formal reading, pleading not guilty, court will enter that plea.
Your Honor, it's my understanding today the defendant is going to plead guilty under HIDA. She is 20 years old. So she qualifies for HIDA. And so
Hold for one moment. You got him. All right, go ahead.
So it's my understanding she's going to plead guilty under HIDA today. She's 20 years old. She wants to proceed out that.
That's accurate, Your Honor.
May I have her sworn?
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Go ahead and lower your hand. Say you spell your name out.
Olivia Ray.
Ma'am, it is this court's understanding that you're going to be pleading guilty to the charge of retail fraud under the Pittsfield Township Ordinance. Your understanding?
Yes.
All right, that is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a $500 fine plus court costs. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And understanding all of that, do you still wish to plead guilty?
Yes.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes.
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
You signed an advice of rights form,
Yes.
is that correct?
Yes.
All right. What'd you do at the Target store that makes you think that you're guilty?
I walked in and I exited with a face wash without paying for it.
With what?
A face wash.
Face wash?
Mhm.
Okay. Store was open to the public at the time?
Yes.
You didn't have anybody's permission to take that property, did you?
No.
This property you took was offered for sale by Target?
Yes.
All right. Counsel, have I complied with the court ruling? Would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor, we're satisfied.
All right, court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to this charge. Defendant is referred to probation for pre-sentence investigation and report. Sentencing in this matter,
June 25th at 9 a.m.
That work.
June 25th, 2025, 9 a.m. You haven't appeared before me, obviously, before. Are you in school?
Not at the moment.
But yes,
Well,
normally.
yes.
She just finished her
Sorry,
second.
it's the summer.
Sorry, you went to a second-rate school. It's okay, I'm a Maryland grad, so I have to just say that. All right. Go ahead, you were saying, Counsel,
That's really it. We were going to ask for a personal bond, Your Honor. She's 20 years old. She is a full-time student. She's clearly off for the summer. She has taken this very seriously. Her mom's here right now. Her dad was here this morning. We were mixed up on the time, but he was here and had to take off. But he did take off work and he was here. She has taken a extensive theft awareness course. She took a 16-hour course. I presented Mr. Seiler with a copy of that. So based on that, I would ask for a personal bond, and then I got to notify you of one thing. Oh, actually, she has never mind. We'll be back before that. She has a wedding. Her uncle's getting married in Wisconsin, but that's going to be July 2nd. So we were going to ask for permission to leave the state for that.
what are you studying?
I'm an acting major.
Did you graduate high school here? In Ann Arbor?
No, sir.
Where?
I went to Interlochen Arts Academy. It's near Traverse City.
I know where it is.
Okay.
Everybody thinks I just crawl from under a rock and just put on a robe and come in. I know where it is. So that tells me that there's a lot of talent there. Right?
I hope so.
Valedictorian.
They know so. Right? So I'm sure your parents have probably asked you what happened here.
I don't want to approach my statement with making excuses. I have had anxiety since I was born, really, but I was diagnosed with it when I was in 6th grade. And I was having a particularly difficult time, and I believe I just wasn't thinking and made a mistake.
Been doing this a long time, and so when young people particularly appear before me, sometimes I'm trying to figure out, why are you here? And why do you think you got caught? I'll let you answer, and then I'll give you the answer. But why do you think you got caught? That's a hard question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'll tell you why I think you got caught. I don't think you were raised to be a criminal or a thief in any respect whatsoever. You don't know how to commit a crime. That's why you got caught. Okay. And the important thing for you, I'll just take a little bit of time, because I can tell when you walked up here, you were nervous as all could be, right? There's this crazy guy named Simpson up here, and there's no telling what he'll do, right? I bet you were asking your attorney over and over, what's he like? What's he going to do? Right?
I mean, no.
No,
I
you didn't
Googled
ask
you, but
What'd you say?
I Googled you.
I'm not going to ask you what you found, right? You know, it's that day and age. If I want to know, I'm not asking my attorney. I'm just going to Google it. Whatever you do, and you still got to go through the sentencing process and everything else. But I think it's important. You just finished your 2nd year. And out of all of this whole thing, people at times make a lot of mistakes, right? And what you can't do is let this define who you are. There's not a person in this room that hasn't made a mistake that if they could go back, they'd like to do something different, right? But it won't define who you are. Okay? You got that? You didn't expect to have this conversation, did you?
No.
You're not crying, are you? What's wrong?
I just do when I get nervous.
Am I making you nervous?
Well,
Well, what?
I mean, the whole, not you particularly.
Just the whole thing, right? Okay. You'll make it through all of this. All right. You just kind of walk it through. There'll be some things for you to do, but it looks like you and your family got a head start on a lot of stuff. And you'll make it through. At some point, then later in life, you'll look back and you'll try to figure out why the heck I did that, and maybe even get a little bit of a chuckle out of it in some way. Okay. So what kind of arts do you do?
A theater.
Your theater.
Mhm.
Really? So acting.
Yeah.
Probably good that you're with a bunch of lawyers. Seems all we do anyway, right? All right. Okay, young lady, you take care of yourself. All right.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. And you just want me to give you a copy of that certificate from her class at sentencing? Or would you like a copy? I have it.
Well, I'll tell you what, on your way out, you can start the process. You can stop down at my probation department. They'll be on your left on the way down. And if you have a copy of the certificate, you could, if they'll take it right now, you can give it to them.
Okay.
Right now.
All right.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right.
See you on the 25th.
Yes, we will see you.
In this tense and legally fascinating passport revocation hearing, A professional mixed martial arts fighter named Rico Chavez finds himself in an impossible situation. He has a $50,000 fight contracted in Mexico in just 3 weeks, but his passport has been surrendered to the court as a bond condition following his arrest on serious assault charges. And his entire career and financial future hang on whether Judge Simpson will temporarily release it. His attorney makes a passionate and well-prepared argument, presenting the signed fight contract, proof of the $50,000 purse, letters from his management team confirming his professional standing, and a detailed travel itinerary showing he would be in Mexico for only 4 days before returning immediately after the fight. The prosecution fires back by pointing out that the passport was surrendered specifically because Rico is considered a flight risk given the seriousness of the charges and his connections to Mexico, and that temporarily releasing the passport essentially eliminates the one condition that was designed to ensure he comes back to face trial. Judge Simpson digs deep into the competing arguments, asking sharp questions about whether Rico has family in Mexico, whether he has ever failed to appear in court before, and whether there are any alternative conditions that could adequately protect against flight risk while still allowing him to fulfill his professional commitment. In a genuinely surprising ruling, Judge Simpson temporarily releases the passport for exactly the 4-day travel window, but imposes an extraordinary set of conditions. Rico must surrender his passport immediately upon return, check in daily with pretrial services for Mexico, provide his exact hotel address and fight venue details, and post an additional $25,000 cash bond as insurance against non-return, giving Rico his shot at the fight while making clear that if he does not come back, every single dollar and his entire future will.